Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to Den of Tools. Today is Monday, November 10th, which means it's time for, say it with me, Deals of the Week! All right, man, we got a ton of hot deals. It's been a month already, and it's only the 10th. Oh my gosh, did you see the news out of SEMA? Harbor Freight bodied the tool trucks. It was brutal. Just brutal what happened there. Tons of other great stuff going on. And we got deals on deals on deals. We are just plowing through the Black Friday season. It's insane. I'm just looking around all the stuff we got to cover here. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to thank a couple of today's sponsors. First one is Drio. Now, Drio we've talked about on the channel quite a bit for some time. Fans, heaters, that sort of stuff. First thing we got from them is you got to use two hands on this sucker here, because otherwise it'll come apart on you. All right, this is a humidifier. Now, some places you won't need this. Other places it gets a little dry, especially around, believe it or not, the winter season. For those of you in warm, wet places, you don't understand. When it gets cold, especially in places like Montana, Montana's a fairly dry area, believe it or not. And come the winter, my wife's hands and her feet crack like nobody's business. And maybe it can affect your tools also. I had a really nice desk that cracked because it got too cold and too dry. Not from the heat of summer. It can handle the heat of summer just fine. But it loses that moisture in winter because the air just can't hold. It gets so cold it can't hold the moisture. And that's where a humidifier comes in. Now, maybe not in your tool drawer, okay? But there's other places where something like this could be beneficial. And it's a really simple piece of equipment, all right? This is the mist style here, where it comes down, and I believe it uses ultrasonic. I am not a humidifier technician, but I believe it uses ultrasonic. The water goes down in there, and that's where it does what it does. This, of course, is the water chamber up top that it sits in, and the lid for said chamber sits on that. But don't try to pick it up by the lid. It will not be a good time for you. Anyway, this is a great little piece of equipment, as I said, for getting that moisture back in the air. I'm old enough to remember back in the day putting the old bread loaf pan on the radiator to get moisture back in the room. How many of you remember that kind of stuff? And then the other thing they've got is this. I'm going to show you prices on this in just a minute. I'm excited about this one, all right? Now, if you've seen, we did the Drio fan. They had a pedestal fan for the longest time, and my wife stole it. I had it in the shop. It was great. Because it doesn't just do the regular oscillating. It just doesn't just do up and down. It does 360 like omnidirectional random oscillating. So it gets the air everywhere. And this, even better, isn't a fan. It's a heater. And where'd it go? I just had it. It's got a remote control. Need a little pinger on that thing so I can find it, maybe a air tag or something, because you know I'll misplace that thing. But I love that pedestal one, but she took it for the bedroom back at home. So now I've got, because you can use it as a fan, you can as a heater. It will heat the whole room because it creates some serious power out of it. And the circulation coming out of this thing is incredible, especially with that 360. Besides the remote, you got your full control panel down here, so you got all your controls right there. Now let me show you about pricing and how to order this and all that. So we come over to Drio's website. This is the whole room heater, the 714, and they've got some pictures here that show you kind of a concept of the cyclonic style of air that it pushes through it. Let me see if I can get some of these other pictures up here for you. There we go. The 60 degrees up and down, 90 degrees back and forth. It will oscillate, and they're not super loud. That's what I really love about them. They're not super loud, and they don't have, like a lot of the other fans out there, they have a big hole, like where that center part is, there's a big hole, and as it goes further out, that ring gets bigger, and the hole in the air in the center gets bigger. You don't really get that kind of air getting pushed in the same way. This one does that. Now, it's $99. I've got a 20% off discount code I'm going to put down below. On something like that, that's a huge savings, especially going into the holidays here, when it's going to start getting a little nippy out. We've already had our first snow up on here in Montana. Only got about an inch, but it's been threatening every day. All the mountains completely covered in snow. So it's coming. Now the next thing, back to the humidifier, $55 on this. 40-inch tall, medium room mist, 40-inch tall. That's not 40 inches tall. Maybe that's the room mist thing. I don't know. 5 ultrafine mist, sleep routine timer, 3-liter tank, plus or 5 precise 5 humidity. That's nice, being able to control exactly what it is, because most humidifiers I've seen is you pour water in it, you turn it on, and it gets humid. And when it's too humid, you turn it off. This one's got actual control, and it's got smart app and voice control, so you can actually tell it to do what it's supposed to do. Anyway, links down below. Again, 20% off coupon on this one as well. Let's keep going. We got a lot to get through here. The Den of Tools. Who are they? I hear they make great stuff. So if you guys didn't know, we started making custom pick and hook as well as socket trays. When I say custom, we're not making it custom for you. We're making it custom designed for specific products. Now, the first one was the socket trays for the Quinn set. Now, I've had lots of people say that they've gotten it and they've used it with other things, and it may work with other tool sets. I have not measured it to guarantee it works with those tool sets. If you have tried it and you can guarantee it, send me an email. I would like to know. That way we can add it to the list of what it's compatible with. But it does work with the Quinn Master socket sets, not the Master Technician set, the individual. There's 5 of them, Master socket sets, okay? And we've held off talking about it and accepting more orders and stuff like that because we just got blown away by it. But we're getting caught up. We're at this week, we are less, I think we have 8 outstanding orders. Those are going out in the next 2 to 3 days. So at this point, I'm calling us caught up. And it's been a learning curve. We had some issues with shipping. We had some issues with packaging. It's a learning curve. So if you're interested, you can go to dentotools.com. Again, link's going to be down below. We have the socket trays as well as the pick and hook sets, which people have just absolutely loved. All my friends around here have asked for pick and hook sets. I even designed one to work with Matco. I'll be putting that up on the site here soon. We got a Matco set that's basically been sized for that. I also tested it with the Icon mini set of pick and hooks, and it does work with those as well. Anyway, so we're now accepting more orders on those. You can go to dentotools.com. We are making them here. You can hear the 3D printers running over here. We're making them here in Montana, and we're trying to get them out. Just be patient. The lead time is 2 to 3 weeks minimum. All right, so we're trying to get them out. Hopefully, we've got some built up. Hopefully, the first orders we can get out sooner. Anyway, enough about that. You know what they... Oh, I should say this. And for you craftsman guys, what do you think of that? Yeah, that's not for the craftsman set. I screwed up and inverted the colors. So, oops. It happens. It happens. All right. Let's keep going. Maybe one day we'll do a craftsman set. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's got to be a craftsman. Oh, and the other thing is 3D Print Rancher. This is a great channel. You got to go and check it out. I started this channel about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I really didn't want to talk about too much on this channel because I wanted the first growth to be organic to see how it was being received and everything. But it's been going great. We're up to 3.2 thousand subscribers, getting a lot of content out there as well. And we're talking about how to make stuff and how to do stuff, how to create your own 3D print business if you want to do that. I've been getting a lot of viewers sending me stuff going, perhaps like, hey, I've got some old equipment. I can't get parts for it anymore. Can you help me with this? I did a set of gears for somebody. He said they were binding up. I think there was something wrong. The gear he sent me as the demo was mostly gone. It was like 90% gone. So we did what we could do with that one. This one I'm excited about. Imagine you've got an old John Deere snowblower, and it's got this flap on it that prevents the blowback or whatever. And the flap keeps breaking, and you can't order that flap anymore. And then... I thought I had a second one. I got a second one around here too. I made 2 of these, but here's the one. This one. Now this is made in PCTG, not PEGG. PCTG from a company in, I can't remember if it's North Dakota or South Dakota. I feel bad because I was talking to the guy. So American made, 100%. The plastic's American made. It's made here in Montana. All of it. This may seem simple, but he tried to get somebody to make this before and had issues. It's really awesome to be able to take some of these old parts, throw it into a CAD program, whip something up, and then see it in, this took like an hour to print in real life. And this is, I said, it's PCTG, so it has a flexibility to it, but also a resilience to it. It's like PETG plus, like plus 10-15%. That's what this is. And it is a fantastic product. Anyway, I'll be shipping this out to him shortly, and we're going to get to see that in the snowblower. But if you want to see the channel, it's 3D Print Rancher. We'll put it down below. Go and check it out. No tool questions over there. Let's keep it on topic, all right? All right, let's keep going. We've got Hyper Tough 10mm gold socket set. Now, this is not sponsored, but they did send it to me. Talk about the Christmas gift. This is the Christmas gift to get somebody. The 10mm, kind of like the emergency rescue set. Like if you lose a 10mm, you can't find it. This has got you covered. Look at that. Come on. And it's $12. It's $12. This is the hot Christmas gift for dad or grandpa or anybody you know, or that really like hardcore Snap-on guy in your life. This is the gift that keeps on giving. More to you than to him. Anyway, it's your typical, like all the 10mm that you could lose that you need to get. This is that socket set. We got some swivels in there. We got some deeps. We got some shallows. It comes on its own rail. It even has a little blue trim along the bottom. This is a cool set. All right, and it even comes in its little case there. The magnetic. It feels very deluxe. Very deluxe. No one will believe you spent $12 until they see the brand on it. But anyway, point is, that is going to be the hot Christmas gift of the season. I'm calling it now. All right, let's keep going. Let's get to the rest of the deals. We got the easy value. We talk about these under cabinet lights. Well, this is a twist on the under cabinet lights. It's got a docking station. So what you do is, you can hardwire these lights, okay? That is a possibility. You can do that so that you then, they're always charging or something. But if you have a place where you can't do that, you got to take them out, you got to plug them in or something just take them out, plug them in the charger. Take the other one, put it in. And then when that one dies, you just swap them. They're coming in here. You get the 3-pack there for $39.99. So just under $40 there for the 3-pack of these. That's a pretty cool deal. All right, then we got, again, another Christmas gift. I got all these. I'm constantly looking at it going, what's a good Christmas gift kind of idea? The 6-inch cordless chainsaw from Menards here. You're looking lowest price in 30 days. Full kit. You're getting the chainsaw. You're getting the 2 batteries, the charger, and the case. Trust me, if you've got somebody in your life who has to do the pruning and all that kind of stuff, once they've tried the mini chainsaw, everyone who's tried the mini chainsaw loves it. There's nobody who's tries a mini chainsaw is like, well, I didn't like that. No, everyone absolutely loves it. This is the kind of gift after Christmas, after they use it for the first time, they will be back to thank you for this gift. I guarantee that one. $30.67. All right, black denim apron for men, or I guess for women too, if you like. It is waterproof, adjustable, lightweight. It says kitchen or work apron on it. I guess you could use it either way. It's even got the front pocket for your phone. You could even, if you're a content creator, you can even pop your phone in there and film content with it. That's not a half bad idea. Anyway, let's go here. $15.97, lowest price in 30 days. All right, let's talk about some power tools. We got the DeWalt 20-volt max XR jigsaw, top D handle the way God intended jigsaws to be, not those stupid barrel grips. Coming in here, bare tool, coming in at $124.94. That is 48% off a list. We've got the Knipex 8-piece precision sear clip pliers set in the tool roll-up bag. This is normally $207, at least list on this. Lowest price in 30 days, taking it down 36% to $133.37. That's the kind of gift you get for yourself. All right, then we got the Greenworks. Check this out. 24-volt brushless drill, half-inch, full kit with the USB-C charging battery and bag, whole 9 yards, coming in at $97.97. Then we've got the 3-piece kit. You're getting the impact, the drill driver, the saw, and also a flashlight. Everything's brushless. No brushes in the drill, the impact, the saw, the light, or the bag. Again, you're getting that USB-C charging. You got a 2 amp and I think a 4 amp hour battery with this coming in here at $209.97. All right, then we got the DeWalt. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this drill. But lots of people, when I did a video saying I don't like this drill, lots of people told me I'm wrong. I've used this drill for years, blah, blah. I'm not your dad, all right? I don't care what the DNA test says, not your dad. So you buy what you want. If you like this drill, That's on you. But it's on sale, so I'm trying to help you out here. We got the impact driver with the drill, 2 batteries, charger in the bag, coming in at $149. Then we got the Craftsman V20 power tool combo kit, 7 tool kit here. You're getting the circ saw, the impact, the drill, the recip, the multi-tool, the grinder. You're getting the flashlight. You're getting a couple batteries, a charger, and a bag. This is a one and done kind of starter set here, coming in at $329. That's 11% off a list. Then we've got the smaller kit here, 3 tool, the drill, the impact, and the circ saw with the flashlight, coming in at $189. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Again, this is the full kit. You're getting battery and charger with that. I don't know if you get a bag. Probably get a bag. I don't know. The DeWalt. If you didn't like, a lot of people were complaining that when Hercules announced their sealed head interchangeable anvil ratchet at SEMA, they're like, well, we want a 20 volt. All right. I like my 12 volt stuff, but if you want 20 volt, brother, this is the ratchet to get. This is the one. There isn't anything else in its weight class. Unless you're going for a impact wrench, 3/8 and 1/2 inch sealed head, bare tool only, 20% off a list, coming in at $223. Then we're over here. Now, if you want the impact wrenches, we got those. We got the 2 tool kit, mid range and 3/8. 5 amp hour battery and charger, and that's one of the better chargers. Remember, DeWalt has a whole level of chargers, and most combo kits, they put just the crappiest charger they can in. This is a really good charger, okay? You're going to like that. $300 with the 5 amp hour battery, coming in 23% off a list. Then we got the Metabo HPT 18 gauge nailer gun. Metabo makes just fantastic nailers. They have for decades. One of the first ones to move into the cordless nailer group. This is your full kit. You're getting the charger, you're getting the battery, you're getting the 18 gauge nailer, all of that. 40% off, down from $199 to $119. Then we've got the Kizzy KM50. This is the upgrade from the KM10 power circuit probe tester. This will do 12 volt and 24 volt. Okay, it's all in one, 7 diagnostic modes. It does frequency tests, fuel injector tests, duty cycle tests. If you've been looking for one and they're rarely on sale, here you go, 24% off a list, down to basically $120. And then we got the Gevi Life rotary polisher here, 1600 watt car polisher with full kit with buffers and pads and bag, whole 9 yards, coming here for $50, under $50. That is a great deal. If you're looking for something, again, Christmas gift, you got a car guy or something like that, this might be the way to go. We got the Husqvarna. Now, Husqvarna has the best power tools, bar none, simply because of the name, because I love saying Husqvarna. It's a lot better than trying to say some of these other stupid Amazon names. That said, Husqvarna, the Power Axe. Oh my gosh, the names just get better. This is the 225i battery-operated chainsaw. Husqvarna has been a player in the industry for years, making great outdoor power equipment. Hell, they make motorcycles, folks. 18 or 14-inch electric chainsaw, 4 amp hour battery and charger included. This is a serious chainsaw here for a 14-inch. Coming in 25% off a list, limited time deal at $286.57. If you want something a little beefier, we got the 18-inch here, the 350i. Again, you're getting the 7.5 amp hour battery and charger with this, 40 volt system. This is a serious, you could use it in your own yard or something like that, but Husqvarna makes some really top tier kind of equipment, coming in at $329.99, 31% off a list. Then we got Ego. Now, Ego, as I've often said, king of the cul-de-sac here, the Cadillac of homeowner-grade outdoor power equipment. I don't know. I'd have to compare it head-to-head against the Husqvarna just by, I've only ever really used the the gas Husqvarnas. But I've used the Egos, and I absolutely love the Ego. I don't know. That's a tough call. Maybe it's biased, but I'd probably go with the Husky. But, I mean, to be fair, Ego's been doing it a lot longer, okay? When it comes to electric tools, they've been doing it a lot longer. 16-inch powered chainsaw with the battery, with the charger, full kit coming in at $219. Then we've got the Dremel 12-volt brushless project multi-tool. If you've got some light-duty hobby kind of stuff, some light home repair kind of stuff, not a bad tool for that. Lowest price in 30 days for the full kit with battery and charger. All the adapters coming in at $99. We got the Dremel 8250-5. This is the 12-volt rotary tool here. Of course, that's what made Dremel famous. The other guys who invented this category. Just a great little cordless tool. Most cordless tools I've used in this category are completely gutless. This one's only, I would say, half gutless, which is, it's a cordless tool. You're not going to get, in the rotary tools, you're not going to get full power like you are out of a corded one. They're not there yet. But if you like that freedom of mobility, $99 for the full kit on this one. All right, the Wind benchtop belts and disc sander. This is a classic. A lot of people make this one. Wind's pretty well known for it, and this is a pretty decent discount, 19% off, taking it down to $110. I highly recommend getting the cleaning stick with this. Any of these kind of belt sander kind of things or disc sanders, get a good cleaning stick. You'll be stunned how much longer your sandpaper lasts, all right? Anyway, $110 on that one. Then we got another ratchet, the Duratec extended cordless ratchet 3/8. This is a 12-volt. 2 batteries, charger bag, and some worthless sockets to throw in there. I don't know, maybe you'll get some use out of the sockets. It's not a high-speed ratchet. It's not a high-end ratchet, but it's a good budget ratchet. I mean, for $80, long reach with 2 batteries and a real chargers, you're not just plugging it in, not a bad deal. Flex, this is a real deal, okay? This is the 1/4-inch hex compact impact driver. Now, they've got 2 impact drivers. This is not the super high-end one. This is your everyday driver one. But it's a good impact driver. And did you know it's a lifetime warranty? Lifetime warranty, 3 replacements on the battery. I don't know about the charger, whether it's lifetime or whether it's 3. It's lifetime, but up to 3 replacements on the battery. Might be the same on the charger, but the tool itself, lifetime. You can exchange it all the time. If it keeps dying, get it replaced. That's how good it is, all right? And comes with the charger, the battery, and the bag for $99. That is an insane price. All right, we got the Work Pro ratchet. I told you we had a lot of ratchets. If you want that 20-volt, here you go. The 20-volt Work Pro coming in here, 74 foot-pounds to 2,500 RPMs, 250 RPMs. Half-inch, comes with the 2-pack of batteries, USB-C charger, and the bag there for $86.99. That's 21% off a list. Keep going. We got the Milwaukee right angle impact. And I know you're already saying it, but Amazon is not an authorized reseller of Milwaukee. Yes, we know. All right. Again, not your dad. I'm not recommending this, but I also know how much it costs to buy this anywhere else. All right. People are like, it's going to be a knockoff. Brother, there ain't a tool company out there that can produce. They can make a right angle impact that's going to waste the time to knock it off. If they could do that, they would be OEMing it to other brands and making bank. All right? This is a genuine Milwaukee. I guarantee that. Now, is it a factory return? Is gray market? Probably. Okay? But you're getting a pretty steep discount on it coming in at $150. I think all the other prices I saw were like $220. So, you do you. Sold by Abe's Electronics Center. Shipped by Amazon, $156. At the end of the day, you got Amazon backing you up, right? So maybe it's worth giving it a try. Craftsman, 16 gallons. This is a big boy wet dry vac here. All the adapters, everything there. Coming in normally $166.65, 23% off, taking it down to $128.99. All right, then we got the Work Pro electric scissors. As I said, these have kind of become my go-to when it comes to unboxing just because you can use it to jam it in there and really rip the box open with it. My wife prefers the other style. But that said, this is a 4-volt tool, rechargeable. It doesn't have the D handle in front of it, which if you like that, then this is good for you. But the price, compared to everything else on the market, that's a pretty darn good price. The lowest price in 30 days. All right, then we got the DeWalt DXV4T portable wet dry vac. This is a nice portable wet dry vac. I do want to say, this is not a 20 volt. This is corded only, okay? A lot of people see this and they're like, and have ordered it and they're disappointed that they can't figure out where to put the battery. If you can figure out where to put the battery on this, I would like to hear about it. I'm pretty sure this is just corded, all right? But still, $85. DeWalt makes some good stuff. I mean, Alton makes some good stuff. That's That's who makes these for DeWalt. Anyway, they're good wet dry vacs. Nice little portable system there for $84, $84.59. They were back with Win. Check this out. This is not just a basic thickness planer. This is the spiral head benchtop thickness planer. That's why you're seeing that price. Normally $44.70 down to $407.69. All right, then we got the Skill fixed base corded router. All right, it doesn't have all the fancy stuff with it. It's just the basic one coming in at $97. Now, if you want it with the plunge router and everything, you're looking at $149. All right, and that's not on sale. I mean, it compared to the Bosch out there, it's a pretty good deal. But if you want the sale price, you're gonna have to go for just the single one here. All right, then we got the DeWalt Grabo. You know, I love me the Grabo. We did a whole video on it. It's fantastic. In fact, it's sitting the yellow thing right there. You can see it right there. I love the Grabo system. And when DeWalt partnered with them, I'm like over the moon happy with this thing. It is absolutely fantastic. But the price ain't cheap. It's $216.32. All right, and that's for the bare tool. All right. And then I ran across this from X for, is that like 9, would it be 10, 11 W? I don't know. Is that Roman numerals, 11 W? I don't know how they pronounce that. It's, who knows? But that said, check this out. I'm like, I saw it. I'm like, wow, a Grabo competitor from a knockoff. And it is, but it's also a vibrator. Now, for those of you set and tile or even pavers, there's a lot of uses for something like that. Heck, I could use that doing epoxy resin settings. Underside of the table, suck it up there, attach it, set it to vibrate, let it cook. Let him cook. That's going to do a lot of good getting those bubbles out. Especially vibrating from the base like that. Oh, come on. This is an interesting tool. And it's $100. It uses the Makita 18-volt battery. Now, I think it comes with a battery. It says it's for the Makita. I don't know. They've grayed out the battery. But you can use a Makita or you can use a Makita knockoff. It's $100. And there's a coupon that takes $505 off of it. Well, it's $101. It takes $505 off of it. Somebody who does either concrete or resin pours, I want you to test this thing because I want to see, because I have hopes for this. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. The Works. This is officially the why is this not in a horror movie yet tool. Come on, you know someone's arm needs to get lopped off. It's got to be like one of those. What's that movie series where the guy catches people and then puts them in terrible things where they got to do stuff or something bad is gonna happen. This is definitely one of those tools, right? Anyway, Works 20-volt Great White style jaw saw, battery and charger included. So it's the full kit. Basically, there's a chainsaw in there, and when you pull the trigger, it moves from top to bottom, and then it also has these teeth that grab a hold of the limb while you're doing it, so it doesn't jump around on you. It's an interesting system. I did get a chance to use one once, and for this, if the limb you're working with fits, it's not a bad little system. 20-volt, 129 full kit. All right, then we got the Ego Power Auger. If you got to drill some post holes, doing some fencing, putting in some posts for a deck, or, I don't know, ice fishing season's coming around the corner, folks. $500 full kit. Remember, half the price of this is the battery and the charger. So you're getting actually a pretty good deal on this. Normally $550 on that one. All right, and then talk about this set. Let's check this out. 4-in-1. You got the jigsaw. You got, looks like a hammer drill. And then a multi-tool. Look at this. It's a one-hand recip and a drill driver. It's got the side handle as well. Comes with all the bits and a flashlight. And I did double check. It's completely brushless. And check out that price. $29.99. $29. That is an incredible starter price. I don't know what its cut capacity is. Anyway, normally $35. If you got a junior in your life who wants to play with some tools, get them some of these. Get them interested in tools early. Get them the tools now. Because I got to tell you, even if they pretend later down the road, they pretend they don't like tools and they didn't learn anything from you. Talking about my daughter here. I don't like working in stuff. I don't like working with, I don't like it. What'd she do yet when she disappeared for 2 hours yesterday? Helping the neighbor run barbed wire fence. She was hanging out with her friends and like, we got to do some fencing out at Grandpa's farm. You want to come help? Sure. They're out there laying fence. She can't work in my shop. Doesn't like working with tools, but out there running barbed wire fence. Oh yeah, she's got it. Love her. Anyway, Work Pro. We're back with Work Pro. This is a nice little new rotary tool they got here. 8 volt. So we got a little more amp over the typical 4 volt kind of stuff. 6 variable speed, LED work light. It looks really well made. USB-C charging. Ton of accessories with it. Nice little bag. Coming in at under $30. Under 30 now, but let's look. We've had 104 reviews on it. It does have, it's not a fish hook. Now remember, to technically be a fish hook, the 1 star has to equal more, be equal to or greater than the 2 and the 3 star combined. So that's putting us at 13. So this is just under it. My guess is a bunch of people bought it and we're expecting more power. And again, as I tell you, out of a cordless rotary tool, you're not going to get full power. That's just not going to happen. These are light duty, detail oriented kind of stuff. But for $30, I think that's probably a pretty good deal. Then we got the Gerber Gear arm bar here. The whole point of this thing is, besides being a pocket knife and whatnot, is, and there's your knife and everything on it, is that this thing comes out and this angle here puts the bit back under center for when you're spinning this and gets you a better center of, not center of gravity, but center of rotation for when you're trying to use it as a screwdriver. A lot of people really swear by it, and at 15% off down to $30, again, those Christmas gifts, come get close to Christmas. You wait, you're not going to be finding deals like this. You'll be some off-brand Ziverjojo from China kind of thing. Get the Gerber here. I mean, who knew? Did you know they made more than baby food? News to me. Anyway, we got Klein. We got the Klein 883 impact driver with the 7-in-1 SAE impact socket set and the 14-in-1 multi-bit set. You're getting all of that here all together. It's normally $44.45, call it what it is. And there's a coupon that knocked $4.50 off of it. So it's going to be just over $40 for the 2-in-1 combo kit here. If you've got a Sparky in your life, they would love you to death if you got them this set. All right, and then we got the Craftsman socket set. This is a good solid set here, 159 pieces, 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch, 6-point and 12-point. You got wrenches, you got sockets, you got a bit driver. This is a good one-and-done starter set or a travel tool set or a leave it the cabin tool set. Is it the best thing out there? No, but for under $100 to get started, that's a good deal right there. All right, the Work Pro. I talk about my Work Pro screwdriver all the time. I love this thing. I think it's hideous to look at. A lot of people like the colors. When I first saw this, it looked cheesy. It looked big. I love it. It's a great set. You got the little bits. They slide through the back. They come out. They're double-ended. Quick chuck in it. Anodized release here that's knurled. Has knurling on the release. Pops right out. It's nicely weighted. It's ratcheting. If I turn the ratchet on, there you go. Get your AMSR. So good. Anyway, for under $20, this is a mighty fine screwdriver. It really is. I give it a lot of grief when they first. In fact, I let it sit there for like 3 months. I didn't even look at it, and I finally needed it for something. And I'm sorry. I underestimated it. For $20, it's a good buy. It is. All right, let's keep going. The DeWalt Atomic. Why is this atomic? Is it smaller than the regular size? Maybe it is. It's a 30-foot tape measure in the Atomic series. Is it metric? No, it's not metric. Anyway, it's stunning how many tape measures these days aren't metric. Anyway, $15.99. It's a good price, though. Normally $20, down to $16. That's a good price on that. We got the Gear Wrench 209-piece SAE and metric 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch master impact set. This is the one-and-done professional tool truck equivalent socket set. You get all your sockets. You get your deeps and your shallows. I believe they're all 6-point. All right. So you got deeps, shallows in everything. You got your swivels. You got your adapters. You've got your extensions. You got all of it. As I said, one and done. If you got somebody who's going into the trades, if you've been doing the trades for a while and you've been using a mix mash set and you just want to get something that's all cohesive, looks good, all works, this is the set right here, $479.19. All right, and if you saw the Harbor Freight one, I was disappointed to learn they showed the full bank, and they showed the 5-drawer complete with tools with a price tag on it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're selling it. No, they're not selling it like that. They're showing you can, and you can go and you can buy all that stuff separately. But I want there to be one SKU where I can be like, I want that, and they just ship it to me. They don't have that yet. Hopefully we can make them do it. I mean, the price argument they're making, solid. But it'd be nice if people could just pull the trigger on that one item or that one SKU. Work Pro, 1/32, 1/16, 3/32, and 1/8 4-piece nail and center punch set, hardened CRV, knurled grip. I mean, look at the knurling on that. That is sweet. And coming in at $7.99. I like knurling. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Do I like it a little too much? Maybe, but we're not judging here. We don't judge on this channel, not like that. $7.99, $8. Call it what it is. That's a nice little deal. We got the Gear Wrench 15-piece ratcheting serpentine belt set. Can you do a serpentine belt without this? Yes, you can. I've done it. It sucks. Get the right tool. It is, and I've done it with this tool, so much easier. Just get the tool. It's $41 on sale right now. It will save you so much grief. Just get it. All right. Anyway, Work Pro, check this out. Look at the teeth on this. Who's looking a little vampires-ish? Who? You are. You such a good boy. Yes, you are. Anyway, I love this. I didn't know they made this. Talk about it. It is obviously a vampires knockoff, and everyone's been doing it. Harbor Freight did it. Knipex did it. Channelocks did it. Everyone's knocked off vampires at this point. But for $10? And the problem with the vampires is they're based in Japan. So if you buy the engineering one, which is a reasonably priced tool, you don't get any warranty. If you buy the vampires version, which is the engineering sold in the US version, you can get a warranty. It takes forever, and you pay through the nose to get it. $10, and you got Work Pro to back it up. I'm going Work Pro. All right, let's go Knipex Cobra water pump pliers. This is the classic water pump Cobras. There's nobody who doesn't like the 6-inch. A lot of people carry these as EDC tools. Fantastic tool. Normally 52.84. Coming in here at $32.75. That's 38% off a list. Then we've got the Gear Wrench. Honestly, I thought these were a bit much. Gear Wrench sent them to me several years ago. I gave them to my son, and then we were doing a project, and I had to use them, and I was surprised. They're comfortable. They grip well. They take abuse. $98.65 for the 6-piece Pitbull dual material set. It's definitely one to consider. Then we got the Craftsman Overdrive. I think probably the biggest sleeper hit of the past year when it comes to socket sets. The Overdrive, it's got the wrenches and it's got the sockets, all of them with the Overdrive feature, which is basically they've got the teeth in them so that they get those stuck bolts, those rounded bolts, stuff like that. It'll get them out. It will. It's a great set. It'll scuff them. It'll damage them, okay? Because it's not gentle, all right? But they get it done. And for a homeowner DIY set, because Matco makes a set just like this, and I think just the metric side of the handheld wrenches is the same price as this entire set. This is, if you've got somebody who wants to do some tool work and stuff in their life, and they don't have a complete set, and Christmas is running around, and maybe it's you, and maybe you wrap it up for yourself and go, gee, who got this for me? Oh, they're so amazing. I won't judge. This is the set to get. This is a great set. All right, then the Duratec. I have this one, bought it for myself. I still love it. Comes with the foam insert, not a ton of wasted space in the foam. All the extensions, all the swivels, all the adapters. Just a great little one and done, easy to go back to because everything's got a place and there's a place for everything. Coming in, normally $43, on sale for $38. We got the Sunex tool, half-inch drive, 24-inch impact rated extension with the locking pin. All right. So is it fancy? No. Has it got a lot of whiz-bang features? No. It is a 2-foot long, half-inch impact rated extension. You know you need one. You know you've done stuff where you're like, if I only had a 2-foot extension, here you go. Normally 31, or it was normally 45. It's on sale for $31.50. Then we got the Knipex Twin Grip. Again, remember what I was saying about the pliers head? This is it. Knipex, they've got that Van pliers-like teeth with the twin. These are fantastic pliers. Absolutely fantastic pliers. When it comes to pliers, there's Knipex and there's everyone else. And Snap-on boys, you can get wrecked. Knipex owns you left, right, and center, and you know it, and you're still going to argue that the tool trucks are better. No one can help you, all right? If you want good pliers, if you want top-tier pliers, you buy Knipex. And the Twin Grip are kind of that all-around, do-everything kind of set of pliers. And now they come in the Comfort Grip, which is awesome because you can really put some pressure on these suckers because they're great for getting out those stripped kind of screws and bolts and whatnot. $35.10, that's 15% off from $41.39, lowest price in 30 days on that. Then we got the Knipex, the sort of lineman style. There's combination pliers. It's lineman-esque, if you would. Nothing fancy, no cushion grip, not insulated, anything else, but it is the lowest price in 30 days, taking them down to $22.10. All right, Arrow makes some decent stuff. 6-inch, what do we got? 6-inch needle nose, 6-inch diagonals, 7-inch lineman, 8-inch slip joint, 8, 10, and 12 groove joint, aka tongue and groove, or as we like to call them, channel locks. You're getting the whole set here, plus the bag, plus the adjustable wrench, all of that for $50. All right, is it the best set of pliers out there? No, but it's a good set of pliers for $50. That is a great choice right there. All right, then if you don't want to quite go that level of commitment, we got the basic set. You get your basic, all-around lineman plier kind of style. You got your side cutters, and you got your long nose. All of that for $21. Not a bad deal on that one. This is a saw. If you're having issues, and the saw cuts you're having are causing you frustrations, and you just can't fathom what to do, and you need to cope with it, this is the saw that can help you cope. Yeah, I said it. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, Irwin. I'm an Irwin fan from back in the day. They make great DIYer grade tools. $8.99 on this one for the coping saw in the classic Irwin blue and yellow. All right, then we got, check this out, Knipex 1000-volt insulated flat nose pliers. All plastic, all insulated. If I told you there was other stuff. If you got a sparking life, you can give them, and they'll love it. This is the gift you give them because you love them. Get them some insulated pliers. All right, protect them on the job, protect them in their hobbies, protect wherever they're doing. $22.50. That is not much money to protect somebody from getting zapped. 10% off a list on that. This is a go-to set right here. All right, then we got the Klein laser tape measure, if you would. Measures feet, inches, and meters. Coming in normally $40. It's on sale for $34.98. Then we got the Duratec long reach. I like these. These are actually pretty good. There's a lot of areas where you can't get a regular set of pliers in there. You need something that gets a little bit longer. You got the straight, the curve, the angle, as well as the cutters. Coming in lowest price in 30 days with the tool roll-up bag for $33.14. Then we're going to keep going. Bamboo Lab, which today we're going to talk about printers. This is not me trying to sell you a printer. This is me telling you, do not buy this printer. All right? This is probably the best printer, bang for the buck, that you can buy right now. But don't buy it from Amazon. It says, if you see sold by, it says Bamboo Lab Store. That's not Bamboo Lab. All right? That is some dude buying it from Bamboo Lab and shipping it to you, and he's put the name in, and Amazon doesn't care. Bamboo Lab does not sell through Amazon. All right? So if you go to Bamboo Lab Store and buy this whole set with the AMS, everything else, you buy all of that, it's going to be $550 with free shipping right now. I know. I own 6 of them. They're absolute workhorses. They don't have the latest bells and whistles. The new version's coming out. There's higher versions, there's lower versions. But for a fully enclosed system that just works, this is a great option at $550. Don't buy it from Amazon. All right. I'll put a link to Bamboo Lab down below. And if you follow me on the other channel, 3D Print Rancher, then you'll find out about all the Black Friday deals and everything else going on. All right, Vosteed. We gotta talk. This knife. Now I don't have it here because I've actually been cooking with it. This thing, the Hackney utility knife, 5-inch. Oh my gosh, it feels like a race car in your hand. This is a brilliant little knife. I just hope they come out with a whole set in the Hackney line. This is incredible. Then we got the Stallion. That is a classic chef's knife. And the Stallion Santoku. Now the Santoku, that's the Japanese style chef's knife. And I like the Japanese style knives and a lot of that kind of stuff. But when it comes to a classic chef's knife, I'm sorry. I think the standard chef, European German style chef knife, it's just better. You got a better point access, point control. You can, as far as a utility, does it all kind of knife. I think this is better than a Santoku. And you can fight me in the comments if you want. You'll lose. But that said, I love this knife. I use it all the time. I even gave a set to a friend of ours. $50 on the 8-inch knife. This is bang for the buck. One of the best chef's knives out there. The Santoku, the quality's great. I've got it. It's fantastic. It's just not my thing. Not the way I drive, as it were. Now, the Hedgehog, on the other hand, I've shown this before. There we go. The little cleaver style. This is with a Micarta style handle. This thing is fantastic. This is a great knife. And then we're not done. Then we've also got, this one's on sale right now. 120. I got discount codes. I think it's 20% off. I got discount codes down below. So if you want to see, let me pull it back up. But we want to see the discount on it. 129. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but the discount codes will be down below. And they've got all sorts of colors, black and blue, and the blacked out blade on it. They even have that orange kind of color. The orange is I kind of dig that with the black blade on it. Anyway, let's keep going. Then we're over here. The Corgi. This is, without a doubt, my favorite knife they make. I call it like the gentleman's knife. It is wicked sharp. I've been using it for unboxing. And you just put it near the box and it falls apart. It's insane. And it's just buttery smooth flip on it. It's got the Micarta style handle. And it's not over the top. When you pull that out, you pull something like this out and people start looking at you a little funny sometimes. You know what I mean? But if you're in let's say a civilized setting and you take this out, this is a gentleman's knife. No one's going to think twice that you've got that pocket knife on you. TSA might. But other than that, but it is a very functional knife, extremely sharp, and I love the movement on it. This is my favorite knife they make, and it's only $59. And again, there'll be a discount, and they got it in all sorts of different colors. I like this color, maybe because that's the first one I got in that color. I don't know, but I like the green with the brass accents on it. But they've got a bunch of other ones as well. Can't say enough about that one. And then we've got the Vombat. I don't name these things. All right, so it's got the access lock style lock. That's since the patent on that has expired. And you can just take that and, hey, I can do this. I'm watching myself in the camera, not watching the knife, which I probably should be doing. Anyway, pretty cool blade on this. I love the orange accents on it. I don't use the thumb studs, not my sort of thing. And then I saw recently that they have replacement scales. You can get this whole little series of replacement scales you can get for this thing and put different stuff on it. It's a pretty nifty little knife, kind of a little mini flipper Bowie knife, if you would. But it's $139. Again, we'll have a discount on that. And the last one's going to be the Vancouver lock from Ankilio. Again, it's from Vosteed, but and then I've got the gray-green version of this. That is this knife right here. If I can get it up on screen. There we go. That sucker. And it uses the push button style. And that's a pretty deep, not quite a cleaver, like a semi-cleaver, if you would. And it's got the hole, so if you like to do the thumb flip. It's also got the forward flip you could do on it if you like to do that sort of thing. I'm not, but you just got the button. Just do the button flip on it. It's a hefty one. It's a bigger knife. It comes in at $169. Again, honestly, I think Vosteed sent me all these. It's not sponsored. They just send me knives every so often. This one is the first knife they ever sent me. It's still my favorite. Still my favorite. The Corgi. I absolutely love that thing. All right, let's head over to Menards. Everyone thank Mike for getting us the Menards deal. Check this out. This looks like a hotel safe. Motorola XL Smart Safe with fingerprint sensor. I could see putting that next to my desk for holding on to some stuff, if you know what I mean. And speaking of some stuff that you know what I mean, I've got to show you some toys they got sent to me real quick. I don't normally cover this stuff on the channel, but for a lot of you may know, I hunt and I take people out and train people and stuff. I used to be a CCW firearms instructor in California, of all places. And but this is going a different route. And you could use it for hunting, not game. Probably, well, you'll understand the type. This company just reached out to me out of nowhere. I have no idea why. But they said, can we send you some night vision? Why, yes. Yes, you can. So, and I got a buddy, he came over and he was in the shop hanging out, we're talking, he looks over, he sees those and he goes, that looks just like what we used in the military. He snags it, he goes outside, he's like, this is just like we used in the military. So this is like a starlight scope. I've got another one over here that's thermal. We're going to find some uses for this. If you've got some actual tool usages that we could do with this, let me know. But I'm about to have some fun. Even though it's deer season, I can't take it out anywhere because the game warden will be on my backside. But I think we can use them for coyotes and other vermin creatures like that. Anyway, back to this. Menards, that was a nice little tangent, wasn't it? $60. Honeywell UVX. By the way, if someone says, can I send you night vision? The answer is always yes, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. 79 cents for some clear lens safety goggles. I would pick up as many of those as I could. Just to have around the shop, people come over, got the kids working. Maybe I'm doing something that's a little bit, got dust and chips flying everywhere. That's some full coverage there. That's what we used to wear in shop class back in the day when I was in school and they did have shop classes. We got the Tool Sharp flap wheel set here, 5-piece for $2. That's nice. We got the AC cover here. I don't know. I've never been one. I didn't know. Honestly, didn't know that people cover their AC. Is that a thing? When did this start? How did I not know about it? I don't have central air, so that's something I deal with. $5 on that. We've got the Fiskars bypass pruners. Those are pretty nice, coming in at $7. We got the Steelman 32-inch portable work table. I like the work surface on that. The legs seem a little spindly, but that work surface is nice. For $60, that's a nice setup. Then we've got the Camelus titanium hatchet and folding saw for $25. Are you serious? That's insane for $25. The ADCO Adco Industries Cooler Dolly 2-pack coming in at $30. And the iHome Snow Scraper. It's on sale for $4. I will say, solid deal at $4. Here's the scraper we use. This is my go-to scraper right here. It's $19. It's telescoping, the head angles, and it's got the dual scraper. It's got the flat scraper and the tooth scraper for that really deep ice. The flat scraper for getting it clean. The brush, it goes at an angle, any angle you want for getting the snow off. And it telescopes, which is great for Ram 3500s and Nissan Armadas. If you got a big RV, a big pickup truck, stuff like that, it's a lot easier with something like this to get that snow off your windscreen and make sure you're not like face first in the snow train. Get a telescoping one. We got one for Duncan. We have one for each of the vehicles. We keep one right next to the front door of the house. We use them all the time. I've used tons and tons of snow scrapers. This is the way. All right, and this one's on sale for it's $19. You can get $4 versus $19. You do what works for you. All right, then we got some bonus stuff here. We got the Tazada speaker, portable speaker here. Now, if you like to listen to tunes and stuff in the shop, having a good speaker is important. I listen to audiobooks. I absolutely love audiobooks. I'm a published author on Amazon, and I had a publishing company called Podium actually pick up my book, and so I'm a published audiobook author, and so I listen to audiobooks all the time. I got tired of talk radio. I got tired of just listening to music. Audiobooks are my jam, and having a good speaker is important if that's what you want. And this one's on sale, normally $82, on sale for $70. Then we got the eHomie Nugget Ice Maker. Your wife will love you. You know she loves the Nugget Ice, the good ice. Everyone talks about the good ice. Get yourself a Nugget Ice Maker. It's on sale 6% off, down to $179.03. The Brubaker Christmas Pyramid. A lot of you will have no clue what this is, but for my German folk, we all know this, and I probably all grew up with the pyramids. It's a weird name. I remember going and trying to figure out as an adult, like, what are these things called? Expected some German name. They're like, oh, you mean a pyramid? Okay, it's a pyramid. That's what they call it. Basically, what they are, you're supposed to put little candles under them, and the heat from the candle goes up and turns the little propeller and makes the little mobile. They have little ones like this, and they have giant ones. I've seen ones that are 3 or 4 stories high. Anyway, this to me is classic German Christmas. And if you've got stuff like this, this is the way you decorate, let me know. I want to hear about it, because I'm up here with all these Norwegian and Scandinavian people in Montana, and none of them can do a real Christmas. I'm sorry. It is stark and boring, and I mean, if you can't do a German Christmas, why bother? All right, and then speaking of which, who's Team Big Bulb? All right, what can I say? I like big bulbs and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Anyway, Brighttown C9. Got to go for the C9s. Christmas lights, 66 foot, 100 smooth, large bulbs. The way Christmas is supposed to be. $36. There is a $9 off coupon on that. Anyway, there you go. That's all the deals we got for you. Check out our sponsors here. The Dreo heater. That thing is, that's worth its weight in gold. Christmas, the holidays, all that. Winter is coming. It's going to get cold in your shop. That could save you, all right? Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless, and as always, shine on.